Welcome back, guys. So carrying on from where we left off, so the next thing we're supposed to do is to create some mustache and beard for this guy. So that's basically what we're going to do next. So let's see. Now the hairs in here are not as clear enough for us to kind of see what is actually happening in there. I don't think I have. Okay. Not so much. I don't think. Okay, maybe we can actually use this. Maybe we can actually use this as a good reference for it. But even though we don't, I think I have a clear idea as to the direction of kind of so as in a clear idea as to the direction of the hairs in there. So let's just let's just I don't think there's another reference. Let's see. I think there's a reference for this. Okay, this particular one actually shows us the direction of the beard. Okay, I think this might just work. I think we can actually use this. Okay, so now let's just go in here and then I think we can safely hide this. Anytime I look at this, I just feel there's something else that needs to be corrected. Maybe I will just do that off recording because the correction will just be more or less like a repetitive process for it. So it's basically just erasing some of the density map or kind of making it a bit thinner or a bit slimmer, whichever word you prefer to use. So let me just this is the eyelashes. I've turned off the eyelashes now. So let's go to the description for the okay, this old one was not working correctly. Let's go to the eyebrow. Okay, seems to be loading. Okay, let's hide that now. Okay, that's fine. Just another thing is just to optimize our sim so we can actually work a bit faster in the viewports. So depending on your PC spec, you might need to optimize by turning or by hiding all of the air strands, or you might just leave it on if your PC can actually handle it. So we're just gonna work a bit faster. I believe I know my PC is gonna begin to lag while having all these air strands in there all at the same time. So I'm kind of optimizing by turning them off. So let's come to the scalp mesh. Let's turn off this eye scalp. Let's kind of hide this for now. Ctrl H to hide that. And let's turn on this mustache and beard scalp. So Shift H to kind of reveal that. This is what we have. Okay. So this particular one captures most of the essence of this. Alright. I believe we can start working with this. So I'll select it. And you already guessed right. I'll need to go to description, create description. So we need a new collection for this. So in this collection, I'll just name this to let's just name this to mustache and mustache underscore beard underscore scalp. Alright, so place a shaping guide randomly across surface, line, that's fine. Then this description. So like I said initially, it's not easy as kind of control when you have them as different descriptions. So you have greater control over a particular or a specific region to kind of work with. Okay, so for in this instance now, or in this situation, I'm just going to start with the. I think I'm going to start with the mustache. So I start with the mustache, then I work my way down to the beard, and then some stray hairs along the neck region, or yeah, some stray short hairs around the neck region. So let's name this to mustache underscore DEI script EESC. I think this should be specific enough. Don't know if I should kind of add this in here though. I feel like I should add this. I think I'll just add this also in there. Yes, so it should be fine. So mustache. Don't need to add a in here. Let's just add a in here to get it to be a bit more precise since we're working with strands in here. So let's click on create. So making sure we have this particular scalp selected. Very important. So I'm still kind of seeing this eyebrow hair. So let's go to the eye scalp and hide that, and go to the collection of the mustache and beard. So obviously, you know the next step. Let's change up all the settings first before creating guides for this. So I'm still going to be using the same settings for this. Okay. Copy this taper, paste that in here, then taper starts. Paste that in here. Okay. So yes, that should be fine. Yes, so carrying on. Let's create the strand, the air guides for this. So click on this plus sign and make sure on preview we kind of turn this off. Okay. So we can either start from either the left or the right. So let's just start from the left hand side instead. So now we already know the kind of direction for this. But in here now, the direction for this is more or less like more straightforward. Even though it looks a bit straightforward, like just straight arrows, still want to kind of add some kind of curve to it also. Very important. So let's go back to our reference. And let's kind of capture where the hairs should be growing out from. So we have an eye point around, let's say around here. Okay. Just trying to figure out how far out this should be. Then we have another one. Let's put this around. Let's do this from the front view instead. so you can kind of get better precision to it. Now this is rather odd. This is acting odd now. This add guy is kind of acting odd in the front view. This is kind of the first time I'm kind of trying to do this for one of these views. Okay. I think I'll just go back to the perspective view and just carry on from there before I have any weird my crashing. Not too sure if this is in the right place though. So let me undo that. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Alright. Then we just create another one around here, just following. I think I'll just kind of get this like so, like so. You want to avoid putting them directly on the edge of the lip. Try as much as possible to kind of avoid that. So you don't want air that are just way too long, that kind of covering the front part of this lip or going over the edge of this top lip. I think something like this should be fine as a good base. Okay. So the next thing I want to do is kind of select all of this, then rebuild them. This is a value of 8. Oh, this is strange. This is weird. This is completely weird. This is completely weird. Now it just convert. I think just automatically converted that to false. Oh, I believe it's because I have this thing turned on. I have this thing still turned on. Let me just turn it off. Select all of this. Deselect the scalp. And let's do a curve guides. Okay. Then make sure this is turned off. Then go back to primitive. And let's try that again. And put this on 8. Click OK. Still repeating the same thing. Still repeating the same thing. Definitely a bug. Let's just see if each particular one is having 8 points, 8 CV points on them. Guide control point. Okay, it's actually 8. That's fine. That's fine. Let's just carry on. So let me select this piece. Select this one. So I'm not going to scale. I'm not going to rotate this down first. Let me get this rotated down first. And I'll use the sculpt tool. Kind of sculpt something that looks almost like a hook shape. Kind of add some kind of S curve to it. Okay, then push it downwards a bit more, so it should be kind of closer to the surface. So select this. I'll scale this down. I think this particular one is not supposed to be all the way. I'm supposed to even push this up all the way here. But let's just scale this down very much, like so, and get this rotated down like so. We sculpt to. Okay. We are just kind of avoid having them going over the lips. Still want the lips gonna be a bit more visible in there. So I'll go to add points. Let me just move this upward. So I'll hold down control with the middle mouse scroll. I'll just push this somewhere around, say somewhere around here should be fine. Now go back to the sculpt tool. Let me select this. Okay, that size should be fine. That size should be just fine. This particular one, I think I'll need to scale this in a bit more. In this, I'll scale this in a bit more, like so. Kind of rotate this down. Then use the sculpt tool, it's kind of sculpting in shape. Kind of make this rest closer to the surface. Alright. I think that should be fine. On to the next one. So let's just make sure the directionality of that is also in there. Okay. So even if we're kind of making it look more or less like a hook shape, still want to kind of have that directionality to it, or that flow of it still facing the same direction, which right now it actually is, which is completely fine. So let's carry on. So select this particular one I need to kind of push up. So let's just raise this up a bit higher. Somewhere around here should be fine. Let's start by scaling this down, or rather rotating that rather. Then we sculpt tool. This one does not necessarily need to look like a hook shape in there, but it shouldn't be just straightforward. It should be just completely straight. It's going to have some kind of dynamic shape to it. Right, so select this one, scale this down, just kind of rotate this way. Probably we need to even raise this one up a bit more. So let's come in here and let's drag this up a bit higher. That doesn't seem to move. Okay. Scale this in a bit more. I'm just gonna get this, straighten this out a bit more. Right. Select this and rotate this in place. Take down the scale. Spatula one, I'm not supposed to kind of drag up all the way here, so let me just drag this pretty much around somewhere like so. Do that again. Okay, let's just get this facing here. Okay, just taking a look at it, I feel this particular, and can I move these two at the same time? I'm not too sure. Let's see. Nah, I can only move one. Just get this to like around somewhere around here. Maybe even closer. Maybe even closer. Like so. This also, like so. Okay. Maybe, just maybe, I might just need to, might just need to, maybe I might just need to kind of get this, get some more around here all the way, maybe probably all the way here. I think I can stop here for now. This one even seems a bit far off. Same with this. Okay. So let's select this piece. Take all of this size needs to scale this down a bit more. Okay. So select this. Alright, so let me just use the rotate tool and kind of rotate that in the direction I want it to be. And just get this a bit closer to the surface like so. Alright. Still feel the scale, the size scale feels a bit long though. So let me shrink this in a bit more. Select this piece. Rotate that where I want it to be. We get that one looking like so. Let's see if we can rotate this to at the same time, then kind of sculpt in shape for that. Let's just get this looking more like so. Now I see we need to kind of make sure this other one also is also closer to the surface. Okay. Select these two. Let's try by start by scaling them in a bit more. Let's see. This I'm just gonna put around here. So let's select the first. Let's go to add guide and just move this all the way here. And let's do a quick save for our scene so I don't lose any of this. Now just move this in place also. Okay. Let's start sculpting this in. Sculpting this down. Right. I think it's probably safe now to kind of duplicate this to the other side or mirror this to the other side. I'll select all of this and now just mirror this to the other side. Okay. Now we don't have anything in the center though. So let's just create maybe something around here. That is strange. Why is he adding somewhere else? That is strange. And that is long, unnecessarily long. So let me add one here instead. Why is it extending out little? Oh god. Oh god. Just so this doesn't give me weird issues. Let me remove that. Think what we have here should be able to generate hairs that will be good enough to work with. Let me just try creating somewhere outside, like around here. Creating strange and weird guides. Okay. Let's generate some hairs. Let's see what that gives us. Oh man, we're having that same issue again. We're having that same issue like before. We're having that same annoying issue like as before. Same annoying issue. This is really annoying, honestly. So, let's just make a new description for this. Let's just select, let me hide this for now. Select all the guides and convert the guides to curve. Okay. Then let's select the scalp. Let's see if we can, let's delete this description. Let me just do a quick save. Hopefully it doesn't crash. Let's delete this description. Okay, awesome. I think I'll do the same also for do the same for this description that had weird issues. So back to the mustache beard scalp. Let's create a new description for this. And just name this to mustache underscore underscore description. Round placing and shaping guides, running across surface lines, that's fine. Create. Description already exists on this. And then, so let's just rename this. Let's just rename this to new underscore. So I don't want to kind of replace that because I don't want anything to start having issues. So just to be honest, just to play safe, let me just do a renaming of that. What's going on? Create. Oh man. Now we're having issues. Xgen can be really frustrating to work with. Let me just name this to main underscore mustache underscore okay. Okay. I think we have something in there now. Hopefully this doesn't give us weird issues. 0.01. I think this one should be 0.71, then 0.76, 0.76. Let me just confirm those. Yes, correct. So deselect the head scalp, the beard scalp. Let's get only this curve selected, and let's do curves to guide. You turn this off. Go back in here. Let me check that again. Making sure everything is turned off. Okay, that's good. Let's see if we can add a guide in here without issues. Yes, great. Now we have a guide in there without issues. Okay, so this will work just fine. So now we can extend or kind of grow out more hairs from this. Let's just do a quick save again. Okay. Yes, so let's just increase this as in here. Let's put this around 30. Right, so we have, let me put this to around, let's put this around 24. Okay, let's check the length of this again. I believe this, oh, missed something. Supposed to have some guides in here. Let's have some guides in here. I'm just checking this to be sure. So let's have some guides in here. This for this part. This for this part in here. So let's just turn the hair strands off for now. And let's get something here. So we have some scanty hairs, we have some shorter ones around here. Then more of a longer one around the middle region and shorter parts at the other side. So let's just focus on one part, then we can have this flip to the other side. Just making sure it's in the right place. Not really. I think somewhere around here like so. I'm not going to shorten this. Let's just shorten this like so. Then we can add another one around here. Okay. So let's get this a bit longer like so. Maybe a bit more like so. Then I'll just change up the shape. Be something more or less like this. Maybe even draw. Okay, let's start by selecting this and then mirroring this to the other side. Then in the middle I can draw out something a bit longer. Like so. Kind of change up the shape even more. Something more or less like this should be fine. Then I'll add another one somewhere down here. Okay. Let's get this outward. Let's scale this out a bit more. You can use the sculpt to kind of sculpt something in there, something more or less like this should be fine. Okay. Do a quick save for this. Let's generate some hairs around this. Let's see. Okay. So select all of this. kind of rotate this outward. Alright. Not quite sure how long this should be though. Let's extend this out a bit more and refresh this. Okay, so now we can, let's do a quick save. So now let's just draw out, where the density map should be. Because yes, because obviously we won't want the hairs to be all over the place, obviously. So let's draw out density maps for regions where we want the hairs to go out from. Maybe while we're in here, maybe I can just create some guides for the inner part of the nose. Maybe that should kind of give it more of an interesting look to it. Let's just create some guides in the inner part of the nose. This is obviously way too long. Maybe just leave it at this length. Then create a few more. Okay. I'll use the scale tool. Kind of sculpt tool rather. Kind of sculpt something in there. I'll create one more around here. Right. So that should be fine. I think I can just select all of these and then just mirror this to the other side. Then let's update this, and let's see the hair is being generated out of this. Okay. Yeah, we can work with this. So now let's kind of, let me increase this a bit. Let me put this somewhere around 50. So have a bit more potential around that. Just trying to figure out the length for this though. Maybe select all of this and extend it out just a bit. Okay. So now let's turn this off. Let's turn off auto update preview automatically. And let's kind of paint in some density maps for this. So let's paint some density maps. So let's just come in here, create map. Same way we have been used to creating the density map. Button is fine. It should be on full black. Okay. Let's see, mustache underscore den underscore maps. I think this should be just fine. Click on create. Right, so let's put this around here. Double click on this. Yes, we're painting white. Actually painting white on this. Then also, what else? Make sure it's on reflection. That is fine. I think everything else looks good. Solid brush, yes. Yes, so yes, let's carry on. So yes, the brush size is actually also okay for this. So let's start painting where this hair is kind of grow from. So let's see, start somewhere like so. Probably kind of visualize this way, so I can actually see the edge of the lip, so I don't have kind of paint in there. Something like so. Just kind of defining the edge of this. Okay. So this one has, there's a bit more air around this region. So let's kind of capture that properly. Okay. So something like so. Just kind of map out the outline of this. Then I should increase the brush size a bit more and just paint roughly in here. So something like that should be fine. Then let's get some more paint in here, respecting the edge as much as possible. Kind of going heavy handed and then go light handed. Kind of get some kind of variation of hair growth around there. Doesn't need to be completely accurate though. Let me take down the brush size, kind of paint around here, kind of varying, kind of creating a kind of variation of pen pressure intensity in there. Let's see something like so. Then I'll go take this a bit lower and just kind of paint something, and that is all. So I believe this should be fine for now. Yeah, this should be roughly fine for now. Let's see. So I'm gonna fade out the edge. Let's fade out some of this edge. So let's increase the brush size a bit more. Holding down shift. No, that's just way too broad. That is just way too broad. Don't think. Let me take down the brush size a bit more again. Holding down shift. Let me just soften out this edge. This still feels a bit much though. This still feels a bit much though. Let me undo that. Let me undo that. Let me go back in there and save that. Save the density map. Use on brush. Everything seems to have frozen. Oh man, I hope this doesn't crash.